This was literally the first test of abortion actually being on the ballot. And I think the biggest story is the turnout, and the turnout of voters that don't usually show up in an early August primary. How did they make that happen?
Chuck, I really don't think we can overstate just how big of a deal this is. The first ballot test for abortion rights, and the answer was clear, and it was decisive, and it was in Kansas. I mean, you said it there, a ruby red state, and here you had such an overwhelming message from Kansans that they want to protect abortion rights here. And listen, the no vote, the abortion rights advocacy side, they had a lot of headwinds here. This was a primary election, smaller turnout. Tends to be a more conservative turnout, right? There was a lot of misinformation, including text messages sent to voters just before Election Day, trying to confuse what the yes and the no vote meant. And still, the message resonated. And here's why. Look, as I was talking to voters here, every single Democrat I talked to, unsurprisingly, was voting no, right, was voting in favor of abortion rights. But not every Republican I talked to was voting yes. In fact, many Republicans I talked to, including people of faith, even pastors, telling me that they believe that this is a choice that a woman should make between her and her doctor. And they certainly feel like this was going too far. They've watched what has happened in these surrounding states. They've watched them go dark, enact these very extreme bans here, and didn't want to see that here in Kansas. And they said that, and they said that loudly. And last night, I talked to some of the women. We were on the air with you, Chuck, when that moment happened. And there was so much emotion. There was so much relief. There was also a ton of surprise because, frankly, nobody was really expecting this. You know, as I've been talking to advocates here on the ground for abortion rights, they were cautiously optimistic. Some were even pessimistic. At best, they thought this would be a narrow victory. Nobody expected this. Nobody expected this level of turnout. And the question, you know, we had, which way are Kansans going to go, but also how many of them are going to show up? We got a resounding answer to whether or not this is going to be a galvanizing issue for the midterms in November. And I want you to listen to the message that women last night told me they were sending with this vote.
The government doesn't know what a woman is going through, and that's between her, maybe her faith and her family and her life situation to decide what choices she has to make. You may be against abortion for yourself, but you can't be against it and make the choice for someone else.
They were asking us to strip the rights, the privacy rights of 51% of our population. That's not okay.
And Chuck, we've got a storm brewing here, but I could also argue that this was a storm brewing in Kansas. This turnout, I thought you'd like that one. But no, seriously, these numbers are staggering. I mean, in Johnson County, the largest county in Kansas, 53%, almost half the state overall showing up. This is just absolutely incredible. It says everything. And there are a lot of strategists and a lot of war rooms right now making some new calculations today, Chuck.
Just be careful of windstorms in Kansas there, Dasha. I hear they could sweep you away, and you might meet some odd characters. Anyway, Dasha Burns on the ground for us in Kansas.
I'll click my heels a few times here.
I appreciate it. Thanks. You don't often get to do all these metaphors, but the dad in me can't help himself.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.